Bonjour everyone and welcome back to Travel by Turtles. Yes, I already ruined it with a terrible accent, but we are going to the west side of Europe and saying hey to the 68 million people inside the country of France. The world's most popular tourist destination. Hey, that's us. And for plenty good reason. Historical national landmarks, beautiful spanning landscapes. The largest country in Europe is home to way too many reasons why you need that stamp on the passport. But I'll make it easy for you and we'll run down 10 awesome spots that you cannot leave France without adding to the camera roll. But right before we butter this croissant, if you like what we do here on the channel, all we're asking is you click the like button, share the video with anyone you know who loves to travel, and subscribe to the channel with the bell rung so you know exactly when we drop next. Alright, we're off! Number 1. Paris. We're getting straight to the point right out of the gate. One of Europe's most visited cities, and one of the most visited cities in the world, Paris, France. Hosting close to 30 million visitors each year, Paris has a number of landmarks and attractions that bring the most cultured travelers back to the City of Light through every season. The architectural achievement most famous in France is the Eiffel Tower, 18,000 iron parts, 234 meters tall. This masterpiece, which was originally intended to only last 20 years, has stood the test of time of exemplifying the creativity of the human race. Paris also holds the Notre Dame Cathedral, 200 years of French Gothic inspiration built from generations of carpenters and architects, culminating in one of the most beautifully constructed buildings in all of Europe. For a tour through the history and culture of France, take a day to walk through the Louvre Museum. World-famous pieces of art are housed here, including the Mona Lisa. Once the very necessary trip to Paris is checked off, the rest is up to you. But come on and follow along the list with me. Number 2. Versailles. Not far off a short train ride from Paris, a display of King Louis XIV's powerful monarchy was constructed to expand on the kingdom he inherited from his father. What was once a small hunting lodge was transformed into one of Europe's grandest palaces. 2,300 rooms is quite a flex indeed, and with a beautiful countryside backdrop. This historical site is a must-visit for anyone touring within France's borders. The glittering Hall of Mirrors is a 73-meter-long reception hall with dazzling chandeliers, beautiful statues, and marvelous paintings. You can even visit the King's State Apartment, which included the royal chamber and other private rooms for the king and queen. Number 3. Provence. The rolling hills of Provence are a peaceful natural change from the cloudier skies of northern France. Olive groves, sunflowers, and lavender fields spread across the soft landscape of the region. Impressionist painters would often visit this area to gain new inspiration to take back to the studio. Other picturesque places to visit in Provence are Gordes, a quaint small town with stone-paved pathways and a relaxing French ambiance, and also the historic beach resort of Saint-Tropez, the beauty of the French Riviera. Which brings us to Number 4. Saint-Tropez. Once a humble little fishing village, now a bustling upscale holiday resort, Saint-Tropez is one of the best places on your France exploration. The sun-bathed port town is home to relaxing sandy beaches and VIP beach clubs that require drinking with your pinky out whenever possible. Visit Vieux-Port in the Saint-Tropez Center for a quick travel back to simpler times. Seaside cafes along the harbor offer authentic French and African flavors and cuisines. La Ponche. The Old Town is a residential zone, carved with narrow alleyways and cobblestone paths to various restaurants and boutiques. And when you're ready to turn up in the sun, pass by Plage de Pampelon, the luxurious sandy shoreline hosting the legendary private spots, Club 55 and Nikki Beach Club. Number 5. The Chateau of the Loire Valley. Castles in the forest like they're straight out of a Disney flick. The 280-kilometer landscape of the Loire Valley is abundant of 15th and 16th century heritage. These residences were basically summer houses for the French upper class, made strictly for entertainment and the company of their guests. Check out the marvelous Château de Chambord and the Château de Chenonceau, and take a peek into the setting of Renaissance-era nobility. There's even a mini chateau park, so the kids can experience the castle life in their size. Halfway through the list now, and we've got 5 places left. I know a lucky few of you have been to France already. Please let us know in the comments where we need to go next. Number 6. The French Alps. Mont Blanc, the tallest mountain in Europe, towers above the land at 4,810 meters, and surrounding it are shimmering lakes, gorgeous waterfalls, and sweeping valleys. Summertime is for the hiking, cycling, and mountain climbing crowd, but in the winter is where the world-famous cross-country ski areas become plentiful. France's best ski resorts play host to plenty of activities, such as dog sledding, ice skating, and a good old-fashioned horse-drawn sleigh ride. Number 7. The Burgundy region, a colonial landscape sprinkled with wooded hilly regions and rich cultural heritage in its many medieval structures. The cultured city of Dijon holds a variety of churches, palaces, and museums celebrating and nurturing the history of days past. Burgundy is also well known for its gastronomy. Do not leave without trying the famous escargot. Number 8. Lourdes, the most important Catholic site in all of France. Millions of visitors every year take a day in Lourdes to inspire their spirit and renew their faith. The grotto, one of the primary pilgrimage sites, is perched in between the thick forest land and a relaxing nearby brook. Processions take place from April to October every night, where a candlelight gathering becomes quite a sight to see. Number 9. Côte d'Azur, a breathtaking coastline bordered by hillside shops and residences. Côte d'Azur has been an upscale oceanside resort since the 19th century. Cobblestone boulevards, waterfront villas, and the fabulous Picasso Museum scattered throughout the French terrain. Be sure to check out the 5-star hotels and delightful restaurants in both Cannes and Monaco. And number 10. Mont Saint-Michel. Apple orchards and cow pastures populate around the historic castle known as Saint-Michel, an early 11th century structure. This is the diamond of the Normandy region. Tourists attend the religious services and cultural events in the castle, perched on the hilltop in the bay. The old town of Rouen and the port city of Honfleur surround the number 1 site to visit while in Normandy. And with that, we made it back home. Every year, millions of people travel to the beautiful land of France to bask in its rich natural ambiance and historical cultural landmarks. And now you know where to go once you get the chance to visit. Thank you so much for checking in again today on Travel by Turtles, where I leave you with 10 places you absolutely need to check out while visiting the French cities and countryside. And if you're new to the channel, you just have to check out our other content spanning across the entire world. From the Caribbean islands to Hawaii to Morocco, to anywhere and everywhere in between, Travel by Turtles has got you covered. So, to stay in the mix with us here, where you'll get the inside scoop on your favorite travel destinations, subscribe to the channel and join a community of people who just have to know what the Earth's got going on out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.